Hello everybody and welcome back to Soph Reads, my reading YouTube channel. Today I will be giving you guys the first of many reading vlogs to come, and in this video I read 3 books. I DNF'd one, unfortunately, please don't come for me. The other one got a 4.5, almost 5 stars for me, and the last one got a full-fledged 5 stars. I cannot wait to do a full review and talk about it more with you guys. But to find out which books got which rating, you'll just have to watch the video and see for yourself. Before the video kicks off, I realized that I didn't really say what they were about while I'm doing the vlog. I kind of wanted to keep all of the books ambiguous so that way if you decide to read them, you don't know too much, but you're just kind of seeing my reaction. But just to give you a tiny backstory so that way you have a little bit of context while watching this video, the first book that I read in this video is called The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods, and it's basically a magical realism fantasy book about a bookstore that only appears every so often and only for people when they really need it. The second book I read in this video is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. This was a much anticipated read for me, but Bride basically follows a vampire and a werewolf that have to get married in order to create peace between their species. And lastly, in this video, I read The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. This is also my first Jessa Hastings book, so I was so excited to finally get into it. But The Conditions of Will is basically a drama, romance sort of book about a very dysfunctional family, and when their father, the main patriarch of the family, passes away, they're sort of forced to confront family secrets, some past traumas, and then also who he bequeaths things to in his will. And this sort of drudges up a lot of conspiracies and secrets within the family, more so than already existed. So I hope you enjoy this reading vlog, and I look forward to posting many more for you guys. So before I go into sub at my dance studio tonight, I'm going to be getting a little bit of reading in, and I am reading The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods. I have so many things in my queue on here, but that is currently what I'm reading. I keep trying to start Bride by Ali Hazelwood and I just never get around to it. It's definitely been on my TBR for like way too long. I am 18% through with The Lost Bookshop right now. I'm really enjoying it. My only downside is that I'm reading it on Libby. I only have 10 more days left to finish this book, and I have like 300 more pages. I live by a military base, so if you hear the jets, that's what that is. Anyway, one of my favorite things to drink while I read is coffee. We're just gonna get right to reading before I have to leave for work. So it is the next day, and I didn't get to read a ton yesterday, but I am gonna get some reading in, continuing on with The Lost Bookshop. I don't know why I can't say the title. Just a moment of thought that I'm having right now as I'm reading it is one of the main girls is like trying to possibly write a book one day, and she keeps having these ideas for the story, but to get it like out of her head, she ends up tattooing the lines on her back. So she just has like this mass of a potential book tattooed on her back. She had said that like it's a secret from everybody, nobody knows about it, even her husband who she has left when the book starts, she's leaving him. She even says that like he didn't know about it. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, how are you hiding that? Like, what is she wearing? So I don't know. Anybody that has read this, if you can comment below and let me know how you're picturing that. I'm just having a hard time imagining this woman's back. Okay, so I just got to page 107 and I'm going to stop here. It is a little bit slow right now. It's not quite as gripping as the first like 5 chapters where I was just really like boom, 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 boom going through it. Hi, baby. Anyway, this is Bram, my son. Yes, he is named after Bram Stoker. But we are learning more of the backstories of the characters, so it is a little bit slow, even though it's important. I also I feel the chemistry, but it feels a little bit cliche. I don't know, I'm really picky about romance. Yeah, I just don't know that I'm really feeling it yet. I think that it could grow though, so I'm staying hopeful, and we will see when I'm able to read some more next if I feel a little bit more connected to the romance. Okay, so it is like a day later, and I honestly think that I am gonna be DNFing the Lost Bookshop. I'm feeling a little bit bored and like a little bit not interested when I'm reading it. I want to like absolutely just devour what I'm reading and be super entranced by it. I was recently gifted The Conditions of Will by my best friend Mac, and I think I'm gonna start this. Before I begin reading, can we just talk about how beautiful this book is? Look at the artwork on it. I also was able to get Alone of Bride on my Kindle, so I'm gonna be starting that as well, and I will tell you how it goes. It is 10:16 p.m. and I read 2 chapters. I'm on chapter 3 now. I'm on page 14, and this is a very family dynamic based book with a dysfunctional family trope, so it's very interesting, but there are a lot of characters kind of introduced at once, and then a lot of personal problems with the main character and then the family members. I'm reading it a little bit slowly. I feel like I need to completely picture every character's face and every situation exactly perfect before I can move on. So either way, I am getting through it a little bit slowly, but I'm liking it so far. But for the night, I'm going to table The Conditions of Will, and I'm going to switch over to my Kindle and read a chapter or 2 in Bride by Ali Hazelwood. So I'm on page 86 of Bride, and I am really loving it. I'm flying through it, and I am literally laughing out loud at the main character Misery's comments. She is so funny, and I'm also really liking the enemies to lovers vibes because the main characters are definitely enemies. They are 2 species that do not get along. They are so opposite, and it is so funny and delicious, and I'm eating it up. I'm all done with Bride by Ali Hazelwood, and I absolutely loved it. It took me about a week to read this book, and if you would like to watch my review and sort of my recommendations on why I liked it and why I think you should read it, I posted the video before this one, so go ahead and find it and watch it. It's in my Soft Influencing You to Read the Books That I Recently Read video, but I loved it, and I really had no cons with it other than I do feel like some of the ending plot was a little bit like a rush kind of jump to the next scene. And I believe Ali Hazelwood has another book in this series coming out later this year, but it does follow different characters from this world, so I am interested in reading it. This is the first Ali Hazelwood book I've ever read, and I loved it, so I want to read more of her work. I do wish it was more in the continuation of the main character Misery and the other main character Lo, so if it's not going to include them, I don't know if I'll enjoy it, but I will always be down to try. And now I'm going to be picking back up where I left off on The Conditions of Will. I kind of paused it for a second so that I could finish Bride because Bride was a loan from Libby, so I needed to do it a little bit quicker, but I own this, so I can take as long as I want with it. I do plan on trying to finish it this video though, so come along with me while I continue reading my first Jessa Hastings book. So I'm finally on page 133, and I'm on chapter 17, and it's moving pretty fast right now, and I think I have a couple things figured out, but I want to see if I will be right or wrong. Okay, I'm on page 224. I'm on chapter 31, and why did nobody tell me this book was sad? Like, sad in the sense of a very dysfunctional family. And sometimes when we have a main character that I just feel like maternal over or I want to protect, I literally want to kidnap the main character and just protect her and give her a good life. She does have a couple good people in her corner, and she's meeting new people that are becoming important to her, but it did almost make me cry today. And I don't feel depressed reading this book. It's really funny in certain areas. It's also kind of intense, so it keeps you on the edge of your seat, but I just want to protect Georgia. Like, Georgia needs somebody to keep her safe and protect her forever. I stayed up till almost 1 o'clock in the morning the last 2 nights reading this book. I almost finished it last night. I only have like 60 more pages, so I'm going to speed read right now because I have to know what happens. I was like going to sleep on such a big cliffhanger, but I sat in my bed like for like minutes. I was not expecting the like twist that happened to happen, and now that I'm thinking about it, I think it was obvious. I feel like sometimes the best place to hide something is in plain sight, and that's kind of how the twist ended up being. So I don't think it was obvious in like a bad way. I just mean I'm like surprised I didn't figure it out, because I usually do kind of figure stuff out. At least like I'll figure it out like maybe a couple chapters before it happens if I don't know it immediately, but I definitely was wrong, and I'm very pleasantly surprised by that. And I love this book, and it's definitely going to be a 5-star for me, but let's see how it wraps up. I'm finally all finished with the Conditions of Will, and I think I just need a moment to sit in my feelings and the revelations of this book. It made me quite emotional in both a good way and a sad way, because I'm sad that it ended, but I do feel like it ended on such a good note. I loved this book so much. It is without a doubt a 5-star for me, and I'm going to go way more into depth about it in my upcoming review for this book. So I want to kind of keep it ambiguous for this vlog, just for the sake of any of you guys that might be wanting to read it. But if you would like to see my in-time reviews and what I'm currently reading, you can follow me on Goodreads at the link below. You can also follow my Bookstagram, where I do post what I'm currently reading and more bookish content. I am officially an ARC reader, so I will be starting my first ARC read this week, and I will be posting about it on Bookstagram, on Goodreads, and I will be making a YouTube video about it. And I plan on reading many more ARC books in the future, so I'm excited for this journey. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.